What's going on, guys? Jay Freezer Reviews here, and we are doing my first ever MetaZoo Wilderness Booster Box opening of the first edition. Not sure why I did that voice, but we're going to go ahead and get this open and see what goodies lie in store. So, big shout out to one of my buddies, James Jams. He really turned me on to this, and co-worker as well. So really, I'm excited to see what we get. This is the first edition. Let's go ahead and get that cut. There we go. Like how they put that on there. It's a good, cool little feature. So MetaZoo. Very cool game. The mechanics are based off of, if I had to say any game, it's Magic the Gathering. So, and I don't know the game yet. I do want to learn a little bit more about it and hopefully put a deck together and see what really the game is all about. So, planning on trying to get a full set of the Wilderness First Edition. There are 3 sets total. There's Cryptid Nation that came out in a Kickstarter, and a first edition and a second edition, basically an unlimited. Plus we have Nightfall First Edition and now Wilderness First Edition. So curious to see what we get. There are a number of cards in here. I don't know them all, so kind of just excited to go through and open some packs and see what we get. So let's see. They start off with the bronze, then they go to the silver, and then they go to gold. So gold is going to be your rare. And there is always a hollow foil and then plus another one. So we got double gold, which is pretty cool. Moving right along. Put those off to the side. But yeah, I'm excited. There are some cards called the Wild 7, and don't know all of them, but if I see something, we'll say something. Ooh, that's cool. Living Earth Sigil. So we are starting off really well in this, guys. So two for 2 on a foil rare, which the foil rares in this game right now, at least, that's what you want. You always want a foil rare. All right. I have seen some crazy openings so far, but like I said, we're still learning. We're still trying to get everything down. Oh wow, Old Man Winter. So look at that, guys. Already, and then Green Clawed Monster. Very cool. We are going rare crazy. We'll say that much. So your foil slot, you're always going to get a at least some type of foil every single pack. And getting foil rares for 3 for 3, yeah, that's pretty sweet. Not gonna lie. Let's see. Oh, Janet Rosetta Vandervoot. Okay, with a turbocharge. Still pretty cool. All right. Yeah, like I said, MetaZoo. The story, it started in 2021, and this was done via Kickstarter, as I just casually scroll through these. And oh, very cool. Kingling Spark Root. Another turbocharge. So, duplicates. But yeah, it started in 2021 via Kickstarter. And after the Kickstarter, they had I think a number of Comic-Cons. And the Kickstarter itself was very, very limited on the number of boxes that they did. It's basically the alpha if you want to compare it to Magic the Gathering. A black dog, the Haunted Tundra, and what it was is basically Cryptid Nation the very first print run. They have a K on all the cards. And those booster boxes, as of now, are going anywhere from probably 8 to 10 grand. They were very, very limited in the number that they did. And let me tell you, oh, that's cool. GB Cumberland Dragon with a Megalodon tooth. All right. And it was very, very limited. So they did come out with a first edition. And basically, if you're a Magic the Gathering fan, the equivalent of the Black Lotus S-type card would probably be the Mothman that they printed. Very sought-after card. Very cool card. And yeah, very nice Cumberland Dragon. And then, I don't have him yet. River Alien. Very cool. So, yeah, the Mothman. It's one that everybody desires. That is a little bit into the game. So all the Cryptid Nation first edition blister packs had a promo Mothman on it, and having a Mothman first edition, that means quite a bit. Having the Mothman, ooh, there we go, token sitter. Having a Mothman Kickstarter is even more desirable. So the cards themselves, it's basically based off a cryptid theme. Things that may have existed in the past or may not have, kind of different lore and legend to it. That's where you get a lot of the different cards. So it may be fantasy, it may not be, but Joe Magarek and a Rocky. So there we go. And the game itself, like I said, the mana, if you're familiar with Magic, it goes from all the different styles. You have dark auras, you have earth auras, or ground auras. A number of different styles. And, oh, we pulled our first Bigfoot. So, this is one of the Wild 7. Very cool pull right there. Put that off to the side. The token setter. So there's an example of Dark Aura. And you have different ways to play the cards. Similar to your mana in Magic the Gathering. And very similar techniques, like haste is something in MetaZoo. You have flying, you have a lot of different ones. Ooh, a petrified wood, very cool. Definitely wanted that card. So, very nice pull right there with the Haunted Tundra. Put that aside. So, you have all these different manas that you can use to cast all your cards. Very similar to Magic. They're called auras in MetaZoo. And you have power and toughness, a very similar form. So, if anything, if you're... There we go, we have an explosive rabbit and a woolly mammoth. If you're familiar, then tokens, spirit aura, there's another one. If you're familiar with the play style of Magic, definitely know some semblance of what the MetaZoo game is. However, there's a caveat. You do need to learn what all these differences mean, because some of them, right off the bat, no one really knew what they were. You kind of just had to figure it out. So, on MetaZoo's website, though, there's another Forest Aura. They do explain, excuse me, a little bit more of what the cards actually do, what they're all about, all the different ways you can attack, and the different effects on... There we go, Megalodon Tooth. That's cool. So full hollow foil versus that, which is just partial. So you do have those type of cards. And a Germinate, good card. But yeah, it's an interesting game, and I definitely need to learn a little bit more about to actually fully give like a breakdown of how this game works and how you can make different theme decks. So they do, that's cool. Hateful Demise. They do have a number of different theme decks and different literal meta of the MetaZoo, what people are playing. Like I said, they're featuring different Comic-Cons throughout the country. Excuse me. Dallas, I believe, is coming up, and I think they have one in Denver coming up as well. So, there we go. Ooh, very nice. A Wampus Cat. Alright. Cool stuff. So yeah, giving a lot of different of these theme cards, and something that MetaZoo does do is they do 1 of 100 style cards. And there are 1 of 100 cards in this set. It's called the Green Man, and we have a Living Earth Sigil. Barely can tell that that's holofoil right there, another Wampus Cat. But they do have very, very rare cards that they're printing in each one. And then they also had the really rare 1 of 100, 1 of 400 cards with the Comic-Con when it first came out during the Kickstarter. So, as far as collectability, there's a lot of different cards for collectability in here. We have a Fort Spirit Sigil and a Duke. Wow, look at that. Pretty cool. As far as collectability goes, there's definitely a lot. So, we'll just keep on cracking and see what we get. So, fun stuff though. And oh, an atmospheric jellyfish. Very cool. Look at that. And a Starlight Bloom. Alright. But yes, there's a lot of different cards in here. Very cool flavor. The last set called Nightfall. Very different flavor to it versus what we have here with Wilderness. Still very cool though. Midnight Lake Sigil, golden haired girl. I don't even think I have one, so my goal is to, like I said, get a complete set, at least non-hollow foil, of Wilderness, the first edition. So we'll excuse me, we will see. Some definitely cool ones. We got this, a Black Dog and a Token Sitter. Yeah, because there's definitely a ton of different cool cards in there. Very cool artwork. The one knock I will have against MetaZoo, the card quality could possibly be a little bit better. You do see bending quite often if you don't basically sleeve these up right away. So that's something I've at least noticed, but other than that, no, the game itself looks pretty fun to collect, pretty fun to open. Not saying it's going to blow up and be this huge game, but I'm at least happy to do some openings and share it with all of you. So, hey, and there we have another Jackalope. So, the full. The Cumberland Dragon. Alright. So, making our way through this. Also, it's cool that the wrappers on here are the way that they are. Definitely enjoy that. Very easy to open. Megalodon Tooth and a Golden Bear. And I think you can get the majority of all the cards in the set pretty quickly I know I've opened quite a few already, so you don't have to open a ton. Although for the Wild 7, I have not had many. Explosive Rabbit, Starlight Bloom. Honestly, it's few and far between. The chase card in the set, excuse me, chase card in the set is Prismora, which I have opened one. Had no idea about it. Alright, Joe Magarak. That was pretty cool to open. And of course the Green Man, which there's only 100 total copies. So it's a card after the initial 165. Which, I mean, is very cool. I like the collectability aspect. We have an Iowa Dragon. Very cool. And it should be Bigfoot. There we go. So, but yeah, the rarity in some of these Wild 7s is pretty crazy. Like that Bigfoot that we have pulled, that one's, I won't say extremely difficult. I know people have pulled a ton of them. This is just my first one opening. Lizard People. So, Frozen Spirit Sigil. So, it must be pretty difficult to open. Some of the others. Prismora, I know, is one. Snipe. Be pretty cool to see a Snipe. We have, say, River Aliens. The Dragon. A Kanto Dragon. It's another one, but yeah. Getting some of the Wild 7 cards. And yes, Green Man you can open in a booster box. You can also open in blister packs. I've seen both, so. We didn't know for the longest time. I don't even know what the golden ticket is. I won't get into that. There's a bunch of YouTube videos about it. Someone opened a golden ticket card. No idea what it is. It's the only one that was open, so. Golden Bear. There we go. Chibi Bigfoot. Very nice. So again, appreciate you guys checking out the opening. We'll have to do another opening to see what we get, but for right now, we've gotten some new cards. Nothing too crazy besides the Bigfoot, but Mad Gasser of Matone, Fountain of Youth. That's what we got, so appreciate you guys checking out the opening. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Down to 3 packs, so pretty much the last hoorah. Will we get something cool towards the very end? Old Man Winter again. Atmospheric Jellyfish. Alright. 2 packs. There we go. Alright. We get something last pack magic. Peninsula Python. That one's new for me. Haven't opened that yet, so cool stuff. And our last pack. This has been the opening of Wilderness First Edition Booster Box. So appreciate you all checking out the video. Please like, comment, subscribe for more openings. Very cool. Germinate. Last one. The Black Dog. Alright. That's the video, guys. We did get a Bigfoot. Cheers.